Marvel. You have an encyclopedia of villains that you can hit us with that we could talk about. Right now, we're heavily focused on Kang, but we know there's other big bads out there that we got to talk about. And today we're going to break down two of the biggest bads the MCU has to offer and who's coming first, pause, and what's going to happen when they get here. We're talking about, of course, Galactus and Dr. Doom.
Volume G&D, let's go.
Before we get into all that, let me introduce the guys deep in the heart of Texas. Man, listen, it's Wendeezy. What's going on?
Surfer, get my boots.
That casting better not be real, I swear. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Big Chase. What's going on?
No rain clouds, please. No rain clouds.
No rain.
Live from the man cave. It's Kalo K, the Mama Wanna God. Leo, what's going on?
Every time he says that, God.
I am here to eat your planet.
Fucking Antonio Banderas, you son of a bitch.
I am hungry.
Oh, man. So I feel like for a while now, we've been talking about, of course, after Endgame happened, we've been talking about who's going to be the next big bad. Then we got introduced to Kang the Conqueror, and of course, he's ever looming in the MCU at this point. He's just going to show up everywhere and anywhere. But of course, there's got to be more out there, right? Because what's going to happen after Secret Wars? What's going to go on there? We're introducing the Fantastic Four to the MCU. So of course, I think the topic that we wanted to talk about is who would you be more excited to see in the MCU first? Would you like to see a full-on Galactus, not a cloud, preferably not Antonio Banderas? Or would you like to see none other than Victor Von Doom, aka Dr. Doom, in the MCU first? Which one, Galactus or Dr. Doom? So I'll let you guys take it away. Whoever wants to start as to who they want to see first. Are we going to see both eventually? Do we think we're eventually going to get both? Is the MCU going to?
Well,
you'll get both.
Yeah. Well, we kind of hit on this with the Kang series. There is a crossroads where the Fantastic Four, Kang, and Galactus meet. But we need to obviously first establish that the Fantastic Four is on stable legs so that we can go that route. But for me, you have to bring Galactus into this thing. Like he just has to come. This is where you get Silver Surfer, start getting some of the Heralds, some of the other bigger stories that we want to see. Dr. Doom is obviously important, especially in the Fantastic Four story. But I'm looking forward to seeing the real Galactus and whatnot. I'm looking to see that.
All right. I want Doom first. Because it'll explain more to me. It would feel. I'm not talking about Nip Tuck Doom. I'm talking Victor Van fucking Doom. Okay? If y'all ain't never seen that show on Netflix,
I haven't. Why I'm laughing. I thought when it came on TV, that's why I'm laughing, because that's the first thing. When I first saw him, I was like, yo, it's a dude from Nip Tuck.
If you haven't seen that fucking show on FX, there's a problem with you. Okay, but that's the hero there. I want a real Victor Von Doom. We already got him in Moon Knight. Moon Knight explains a lot of things with fucking Kang, and also explains a lot of things with Doom. So if whatever timeline we go from, we do not need to see the Fantastic Four get their powers again. Don't do that. Show me a scene. They got their powers 10 years later. Doom. He's being housed in his old family home in that place where Mark Spector went.
I was gonna say we've already got breadcrumbs in the MCU of Doom and different. I think a couple of different movies now. No, like wasn't it first like breadcrumbed in like, if I'm not mistaken,
Moon Knight.
Well, I know Moon Knight had one, but didn't also they mention like, I know people were doing some deep digging and they said like even going as far back as fucking robot, help me out here. Fucking
Ultron.
Avengers, Ultron. Even going back to like Ultron days.
Yes.
Like they were talking about like the sprinkling little tidbits of like Doom is out there somewhere.
And also in what was it? Not Infinity War. Yes, Infinity War. When they first met, Tony Stark had a Miss Minute shirt on. So it's these little breadcrumbs that lead us to this. So because they could go so many different ways with Doctor Doom. You have the Doom bots. You can see where he's going to go. His final destination should be the Fantastic Four.
That's what I.
And then you get Fantastic Four, Revival of Galactus, the Board, and there you go. But if you go any other way, and if you say, okay, we're starting off with Galactus, that's the end game. You're giving away your big bad in your first movie.
I mean,
what are you? The first family. What are you going to get after that? After Galactus, as a big bad.
I think that Galactus can show up. I don't think that it has to go in that particular series. Galactus can show up, and then you can go back to Doom because now you're going to also go back to the Inhumans and Mole Man, which also tie into Kang, and then you can come. And then you come back, but I mean, you can tell a story in any form that they want to, because at the end, Doom kills Galactus and then brings him back. So
exactly. That's why you have to make Doom the first big bad.
Yeah, because
Doom is not an Earth threat. He's not. Even in the comic books, he's not even an Earth threat. The only person who's an Earth threat is.
You can have Galactus come play out this Silver Surfer story the way it's supposed to be played. Galactus goes away. You go back to Doom. Galactus returns, and now you have the interaction with Doom and Galactus, where Doom kills Galactus.
But the way you have to explain it, you have to bring in the Eternals, and then you have to bring in the. But you have to bring in the Eternals. But you have to bring them already.
Bring them on.
I mean, we saw them already, and that's last.
But they also fight Doom first.
It won't matter at that point because Galactus will be away, and now you're just concentrated on the Doom story. And at whatever point, you can decide to bring Galactus back into the story as a return and deal with that whole, because the overlying story is always going to be the Kang thing, and the Kang thing ties into Doom and Galactus. So at this point, it doesn't necessarily matter which way you tell the Doom and Galactus story, just as long as the end of that becomes the Kang Doom Fantastic Four interaction and whatnot, which can be the end of your thing if you really want to end it there.
How many movies do you think that would take?
Knowing Marvel, probably 3.
I'm good with that. With 3, I'm good with that.
Yeah, Marvel probably.
I'd rather see Doom first. You know why I want to see Doom first is because I still haven't seen him played right.
I understand,
but I think we also saw Galactus as a fucking cloud.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying too about
in the same movie, no less.
Yeah,
and this is why this is again why I'm like, listen, let's go ahead and fix this shit the way it's supposed to be fixed, so that people can have the confidence of it, because I think that if you jump it, people are gonna say, well, what happened to Galactus? Mm-hmm. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get into the Doom story, it's long. So I think if you, after that long period, like nobody's gonna want to jump to Galactus at that point. Get Galactus's story, a la Silver Surfer, is short for the most part. He comes, he does what he does, they turn Silver Surfer against him. Galactus then at that point fucking strands Silver Surfer to be earthbound and goes off into space. At that point, you can go wherever you want to go for whatever period of time, because Galactus is in space doing whatever he does until he returns. At least it's a Hasi.
All right, Wendy's, what you got?
Well, you know me, I love my big purple planet eater.
Pause.
Kind of a
But I must stay with Mean Green. I do want to see Doom with a sprinkling of the man. But I would like to see Doom first, as just a classic lover of that man. That dude is just, damn, he's just worth it. He's so worth it, and he needs to be. Yeah, he just needs to be that guy, man. You know, like my man at one point in time said, "Yo, man, I was a god. I found it beneath me." Like, yo, my man said it was too low of him to be a god.
God, that was
like
good.
on some real. I like that. I like that more than eating a planet.
I feel like Doom is the type of villain that will make viewers like him at the same time as you don't like him, which is like almost kind of that, like,
you'll love to hate him.
You'll love to hate him kind of thing, you know? Whereas
Vader, Joker.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could see it. I mean, like, I don't necessarily disagree with Chase. Like, I think a well-done Galactus is definitely important to the MCU. We've already seen Celestials. They're already talking about Eternals too.
We
like,
have
all those things are going to come to fruition.
We have a dead Celestial on the planet already.
Right?
And
so like,
they did it well. They did it fucking well in Eternals.
They did
it really fucking well. I was surprised how good that came out.
But there is something to me, like, I'm also gonna say Dr. Doom, and the reason why is just because, again, I'm not as much of a comic head as these guys are yet. I'm getting there. They've converted me. Don't ask.
Yeah, you are.
But everything that I've seen about Dr. Doom is that he's that fucking guy when he wants to be. Like, I just remember the iconic scene of him, like, even you think of Thanos, and he just, like, walked up to Thanos and fucking ripped his spine out. And was like, yeah, now what, little boy? Sit your ass down, little boy. And he's also beaten Galactus in the comics, to the best of my knowledge. He saved the universe a couple times, which kind of makes him, again, one of those that you're like, oh, I love to hate him type of thing. He's an Avengers level threat. He's a Fantastic Four huge threat. Like, he's one of those, like, it seems like if you introduce him, though, you know he's like sticking around for the longer term. Like, you have to invest.
Yes.
Show in him. Whereas Galactus, I don't feel like listen, I don't think you should do Galactus in just one movie. I think Galactus should be a multiple part movie. If that's what you're going to do. But
he needs to be the big bad.
But you can kind of wrap up a Galactus story in 2 or 3 movies if you did it correctly. Right? Am I right or wrong in saying that?
Because you already got the introduction of the Celestials in Internals.
Right.
So you already know who they are. Right. Yeah, you know the whole backstory. Right. You don't even need to know that.
Yeah,
there's giant people out there in the world. Watch out.
Yeah, so you kind of have an idea of who they are, and to me, it's like introducing Doom would give you like your bigger, overlooming threat over the course of time in the MCU versus Galactus. You kind of know he's gonna try to eat Earth. It's not gonna go well. He's gonna have to be stopped. Somebody's gonna have to stop him. And you know, I do love that story though, and as long as it's not a cloud, I'll be happy. But you know, I mean, there's really not a wrong answer necessarily, but I would be more excited to see Dr. Doom personally, because
I feel you get more play out of Doom.
Yeah,
as he is earthbound, and a lot of what he can do will be on the sphere. Whereas you start dealing with Galactus, he doesn't fit on the planet.
Nope.
You gotta go. You gotta go meet him where he at.
Yeah, which is exactly why I said that. Get ahead and get him out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and listen. You set him in motion. You get him out of the way, and now we can concentrate on Doom. You know, for the next 3-4 movies easily, and then it opens up for Galactus to return when there's this intersection of the big bads where you have the Kang, Galactus, and Doom thing happen.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's the problem I have with Marvel. Like, they don't know how to. Like, Thanos wasn't a I came, I saw, I left. Thanos was, I'm coming. I'm on my way. I'm almost there. Oh, here I am. Now y'all lose.
Now y'all lose.
Okay, now I'm dead. Okay.
Yeah, but now, But I think that they actually
back again.
I think they actually did that right, because at that point the visuals, the audience is not paced with the story of Thanos. Like, people didn't know who Thanos was, they had never seen him, so they paced him out to make sure that the audience could follow along the storyline. But now we've seen enough of these movies where you can bring them in, do what you got to do, and keep it moving. People have caught up who the characters are, what they can do, what they can't do. You know, us Marvel nerds have a little bit more detail, but as Leo would say, the casual viewer would be able to follow what's going on. I think they did that right.
Still do it, but I would love to see a reoccurring villain on a basis that we fight him multiple times, right?
And the thing is also, if they can get this Loki series off, and a lot of people love it, the casual viewer love it, I think we can get into the more adult conversation of let's grow Marvel up.
Yeah.
Finally, let's get it. Let's get to the fucking nitty gritty. We're starting to get an older base Marvel now.
Yeah, you're talking about Marvel elsewhere.
That's
Marvel.
It'll be hard for them to do it because, one, it's still Disney. Two, the reason why they do what they do, it's so kids go buy toys, and you have to make it something that a child can go watch. Yeah. So they can buy that toy. So that parent is going to go buy that Black Panther costume. They're going to go buy that Captain America shield. They're going to go buy the Thor hammer. Like, you have to.
Why did you just mention everything that I
have? Yes, he meant big kids too.
Big kids need.
We spend money too, goddammit.
He meant big kids too.
But it happens more in droves. Like, the reason why the reason why you have such blockbusters is not because it's all adults. It's not adults. It's not all adults. It's two adults and like three kids, and that's like $100 right there in the pockets. In that, like, and that's how you get to a Billy real quick. You have to mass appeal. So the stories aren't going to get more intricate. They will be deep on a level that some people will get it, and it'll be loosely based off of our comics that we love. But I just want to see them stick him around. I want him to be around. Like, I don't want him to be like, like Red Skull. Red Skull came and was gone.
Oh, like, yeah, I was definitely upset about that.
What?
I really was.
How you just let Red Skull be in from what?
It's a big villain.
That's a big time villain for Cap. He was in and going. I get you moving him into the whatever, but really though.
Yeah, I agree. That I never forget that, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck are they doing in the Red Skull? Like, why? Like, they gave Zemo a bigger part. I was like, yo, what the hell?
And he played a great Red Skull too.
And he was
another thing.
He was dope.
He did fucking dope ass Red Skull.
But we've been on a without delving into a huge deeper conversation. Yeah. We've had that discussion so many times about how Marvel has a villain problem. Like, they really do. They have a villain because they can never listen to me. I could go on for days and give you fucking, I'll just start with the most Gore the God Butcher beat Thor multiple fucking times in the comic books, and yet he was dead immediately in this fucking movie. He was in a movie for like 45 minutes. We barely got to fucking see him. He was in that movie for literally 45 minutes. Marvel has a problem that they give you a great villain and then they immediately kill them off and you never see them again. We've already used fucking Hela. We've used Killmonger. Yep. So many great fucking villains that they're just gone in an instant. And it's like, I get it. Marvel has to keep the story moving along. But at the same point in time, like, Thanos was so fucking good because you got him for such a long period of time.
Like, what did they get right in? What did they get right in those Fox X-Men movies? They always fought Magneto.
They always fought Magneto.
They always fought Magneto all the time. Even when they went to the new class, guess who he fought? Magneto.
Yeah. But I think that we can't forget that is one of the reasons why we have an MCU, because it allows you to go back and revisit even the dead villains on alternate Earths with different stories. The Marvel library is absolutely immense, which, unlike Don't Care comics, they don't delve at all into their inventory, which we don't have that problem over here. and there's so many characters, because even some of the characters that are just regular humans, like, you know, what's the guy that helps Iron Man, like, dude, like, yo, he's become like a fucking hero, bro.
The little pair.
You know what I mean? So
Happy.
Happy has become, like, you know, a major character.
Happy Hogan.
So, you know, there's just so many stories you can tell. Obviously, even in a 2-hour movie, some of these movies are going 2.5 hours. You still can't tell all the stories. So, you know, I think that closing the door on them, so to speak, makes sense. Yeah. It allows people to move forward. And if you need to bring somebody back, well, we just move them from Earth 616 to Earth 313 or Earth 702 or wherever the hell where that character's still alive.
I got villains in different areas.
Yeah, I got in different areas.
And also the secret wars of it all, where you just literally bring everybody the fuck.
Yeah, like everybody just come back.
We're just gonna bring everybody the fuck back.
Hey,
fight each other.
Well, you also have to realize right now is a great time to be a Marvel fan. You have top fucking 8 villains. You're about to get three of them. We already have one. Yeah. So you have Kang, Doom, and Galactus.
And the Mole Man.
And then
and you're not even counting the fact that we're hearing about a new X-Men, and regardless of what you say and how many times it's been done, you know Magneto's gonna be fucking fun in the MCU. Magneto's gonna be fucking fun in the MCU because he's the fucking man. He's an Omega level fucking mutant.
Damn right he is.
Exactly. This is what
he's the goat.
Magneto's the problem.
But this is where your normal Marvel stories will run the spring and summer, and the X-Men will run the winter and fall, because that whole thing with them runs a whole separate path. It runs a whole separate path, bro. Like, they might need their own channel.
Word.
Oh, shit. Give it to dude, just give me Mr. fucking Sinister. Please.
Give me Sinister. Give me a good freaking Apocalypse. Give me a good Sabretooth. I want a great Hellfire Club is what I want.
See, man,
fuck.
I need
you asking for a lot right there.
Yeah, I need
for real.
I need a stupendous Phoenix, and I need the fucking I need the saga with the xenomorphs in space. I need that shit, bro.
Is it weird that I know it's not going to happen because we're getting the new X-Men, the cartoon that's coming out, X-Men 97, but I would really love to see a fucking Sentinel, like in live action.
A real Sentinel.
Yo, yeah, bro.
That shit would be fucking insane.
Listen,
in real live action, that shit would be
the cord coming out his hand. You want all of it.
The Sentinels are like baby Galactuses.
Baby Galactuses.
That's what they are.
They fit on Earth.
I doubt they'll.
First time I saw them, I was like, they got baby Galactuses. What the fuck?
There's we just talked about, we could even go on a whole nother hour podcast about just what we want to see from X-Men moving forward. Never mind live action.
That'll
X-Men,
be the next one.
We all want live action X-Men to be fucking stupendous.
Yeah,
that'll be the next video.
Like I said, the X-Men is its own path, bro. That's a whole other street running parallel to everything else.
This is what the great things about being a comic book nerd and fan of all this art. You have so many different stories. You have so many different directions that Marvel has been taking us for so long, and DC has been trying to. But it's just these two characters. You got first family. Both of these characters are first family.
First family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both of these characters are first family. These are the first couple of fucking villains that came out. So their stories need that respect. And I have one question for you guys. Out of the 4. I think it was 4. I don't even remember because I try to blank that out of my memory. Out of the 4 Fantastic Four movies, what would you keep out of them?
Keep out of them?
Yeah.
What will you take from them? I'm sorry. From them.
Let's keep the actors out of them. Yes. Listen, I didn't. The crazy thing is, I didn't see the second one with Michael B. Jordan. I didn't see that one.
I saw that.
The first one for me, there's nothing in there that I liked except what's her name? Alba.
Jessica Alba.
Yep.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba. I loved. Kira Washington. I loved. Everybody else could really go. I wouldn't even care. Like all the way that they presented the whole story. I didn't like. I know that the Thing has initially this thing about his looks, but I did not like his behavior on it. Michael Chiklis,
and he wasn't big enough.
Yeah. Dude,
nowhere near big enough.
When you see Michael Chiklis in his suit, and you think about the Hulk from the Avengers, like there's no way that these two people are fighting. That Hulk would punch a hole in that thing.
Punch? You flick him.
Like dude, like one finger he goes through. Like they have to make the Thing proper size. He's a dude walking around with a bunch of pebbles stuck on him is not the Thing.
Nah, that ain't it.
You know what I mean? Like they have to not forget that.
I mean, one of the things that always stands out to me is from Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. The way they did the Surfer, like visually for that time, was stupendous. They had my man morph through the surfboard upside down. And
that was crazy.
Look at Johnny Storm, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what?
Like,
you're gonna fucking catch me? And what's gonna happen here? What's the fucking outcome? And then he just stopped and called. My man stopped and called me. Said,
let me see you for a minute.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? What does this look like? Come on, man. And for
all you do is fire? Let me turn it off for you.
You do fire? Yeah, let me shut that shit off.
Let me turn that shit off for you real quick.
I mean, say whatever you want, but that movie came out, I don't even know, early 2000s, right? Am I mistaken in saying that? Early 2000s? Yeah. I mean, the way they did the CGI for Silver Surfer then was fucking fire. You know what they could do now with the shit?
They don't even have to do much. They don't have to do more than that.
They have to do more than that.
No, that.
They could though.
They absolutely would, and I'll tell you why. Because at this point, think about Terminator 3, who was liquid metal at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you add and that is now considered old technology.
Yep.
So
I need them shiny.
He'd be something else at this point.
Yeah, they could do a lot with that CGI if they got it done right.
The CGI now would
it would fucking kill it. And even that, I just remember that scene being like, this fucking guy just caught Johnny Storm in midair and was like, fuck you, he blew him out like a candle.
Let's go for a ride.
Went through the bus. He phased through the fucking bus.
He phased through the bus. Yeah, shit was wild, bro. I'm like, oh man. Nothing else about that movie was good, but that was fucking fire to me.
That was absolutely crazy. That was absolutely crazy.
So I would keep some shit like that, even though we've already, shameless plug, we spoke about how there might not be Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four in our last podcast. But either way.
My joke still stands. I'd still be surfing, get my boots.
I would keep. Oh man, I would keep a Silver Surfer that looks like either that, or if you're gonna do Frankie Ray, do in the same type of context. Just make the shit look good. That's all I'm saying. Nope. Make the shit look good.
Surfer, give me a surfer.
Yeah, I would love
surfer. Need the surfer guy. Surfer on line 1, please.
I'm sure they leaked that out to see what the response is going to be, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, we're going to go with the surfer. Never mind."
If they just do a full on Silver Surfer special presentation, I'm so in. I don't think you understand.
That's going to be crazy. You're showing up to the movie theaters with fucking surfboards and shit.
No, don't eat my planet. Well, you have to come and work for me.
Yo, if Antonio Banderas gets cast as Galactus, I promise you, bro.
I'm blaming you, though. I am blaming you because every time he talks, I'm gonna laugh in the fucking movie theater. Everybody's gonna fucking hate me.
Somebody's got to get me Kevin Feige's phone number. I got to.
Let me make you a deal.
I gotta get a phone call. What the fuck are you doing?
I won't eat your planet.
I'll
give you powers and a surfboard.
Anyway, we've been rambling on for a little while, so
let
us know your thoughts below in the comments. Who would you rather see first, Dr. Doom or Galactus? It seems like eventually we're gonna get both, but Doctor, don't tell me. It's okay. But you guys let us know your thoughts below, and I am going to hit you guys with a quick spiel. I hope you like this content. It's a little bit of a longer form content for us, but we got a lot to talk about MCU wise and things that we want to see moving forward. And we're going to come out with a bunch. We just said maybe we'll just dive into a whole X-Men talk, what we want to see from X-Men. That could be a 3-hour fucking
I could do that thing all day.
But
don't make me dig in the crates, bro. Please.
But you guys let us know your thoughts below. I am going to hit you guys with the spiel. However, we are pushing so close to 500 subscribers. So please tell a friend to tell a friend. Please click the like and subscribe button below. It helps us out so much.
Give us
a algorithm going. Give us a Christmas gift. Give us a Thanksgiving gift. It's a Halloween gift. We don't care. Give us any type of gift.
Send cash.
All we want. Send cash. Yeah, cash works. And of course, please check us out on all forms of social media: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, also live on Kick and Rumble for all your viewing and listening needs. The only way to close this out is to have Wendell do his Galactus. So please, on the way out, hit us with a little R if you would.
I'm going to eat your planet, but before I do, I will send my surfer to check it out. I'll see you soon.
Galactus in boots, everybody. Galactus in boots. See you guys in the next one.
Okay.